So as last week we talked about the game ranking, today I want to talk to you about the top 5 books that I've loved this year, and I'm just going to rank them from 5 to 1 because I don't have another 5, so we're just going to deal with it because I've read around 60 books. I've read 60 books, which was my goal, but by the time I'm posting this video, well, the Christmas vacay wouldn't even start for me, so for sure I'm going to have more than 60, and I think I'm going to come back to this video and just tell you in the comments below how many books I read until the very last day of 2025. But without further ado, let's just dive into my top 5 favorite books of 2025 together. And top 5, it's a crazy popular book, a romantasy. I know probably you wouldn't think of that, right? But I've really dug into romantasy this year, and besides my favorite series that you know if you've watched more of my videos. If not, yeah, maybe you're new here, hi, but you're just going to find soon. But besides this series that I'm loving and totally I'm obsessed with it, and almost took like 1 year to finish it, so yeah, and I'm currently at the last book. I've started Fourth Wing, The Empyrean Seas by Rebecca Yarros, and I just loved it, or at least I just read Fourth Wing, and then I'm planning on reading Iron Flame for like the Christmas vacation, and also planning on vlogging it. So if you like vlogs, it's going to be the first vlog on this channel, and I'm really excited for it. But yeah, as I was saying, basically I've read only the first book. I wanted to kind of wait for book 4, the book after Onyx Storm, to be released to continue the series, but then I was like, something in me just wants to continue with Iron Flame because it was such a cliffhanger, and also with like Violet's brother and everything. If you know, you know. If not, I'm just not going to spoil it in this video. Also, let me know down in the comments below if I should do the vlog with spoilers or not, because I don't really know. I just have no idea. I don't know. I personally would do the spoiler version, but maybe add a warning for every spoiler, but I don't really know if people would know when to skip it, if that makes sense, right? But yeah, I loved Fourth Wing this year. I'm placing it in the top 5 because I'm having other books that just left me flabbergasted and chokehold, and I'm just really obsessed with them. And it wasn't like a bad book. I mean, it's top 5, and it's like fast paced. It's like with dragons. It's like with everything that you would want, but like kind of like with a Harry Potter-esque vibe, because with like the Harry Potter houses and you're having the quadrants here, and it's like really unique, and it kind of like world building wasn't really super overly flourished. Just like you would read, I don't know, ACOTAR, that she would describe me a goddamn picture from a wall in 20 pages, and I was like, I wasn't really bored, and it was full of action. And if you've seen my video that I just posted like a few months ago with the most powerful female main characters, Violet was one of them. And because I love her so much, because she's just learning everything about the world just like it's handed to the reader. So for me, like, I'm finding out something like a secret or like about her powers, and she basically catches up with us as we are speaking in like 2 rows after that. And she's super intelligent, she's super clever, she's just, oh my god, she's also like kind of badass. And I was just like, okay, I really like her. I don't know why people hate her, because of course a lot of people hate Fourth Wing because like very popular and blah blah, and like a lot of people love her given the reasons, right? But I don't know, for me it was a fun read. I just really loved it. In the 4th place, we're having Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak, and it's so weird because usually I'm reading thrillers and I don't really feel that it's something memorable, and I feel like I'm going to forget thrillers. Just as soon as I read them, probably like in 1 month, I'm just going to forget details, I'm just going to forget the plot because it's nothing memorable. No, this one was also creepy, was also horror, and also the ghost of the past. Like literally that saying by itself, the ghost with the past, is like so accurate, and it's like much of a saying, but also it's like so real. Like, it is a ghost, it's like so literal. And I was like, okay, we're just following Mallory, who is an ex-drug dealer, and basically she just wanted to reestablish her life and reestablish her career as an athlete, and she's placed to be a nanny for this tiny kid Teddy, and just family. It's yeah, they are not good. They're weird. The house is weird. The neighbors are weird. Everything is weird around them. And you will need to find out why. If you want kind of an in-depth review or something like that, I'm having another video about it into my 5 gripping thrillers that you need to read. So yeah, just check that out. Overall, it's just a fast-paced and it's an amazing narration. I've basically listened to on Audible and oh my god, it's amazing. Also, if you're having Kindle Unlimited, it comes included with the Kindle Unlimited, like the audiobook on Audible. So it's like you're literally saving money and you're having the best narration in the world for a thriller. In my opinion, I just haven't really listened to anything better. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like a gaming also and more bookish videos, because from next year I'm kind of going to do something fun and probably just drop some extra videos as well, and also drop some more gaming videos, so stay tuned on that part too for my cozy girlies or the guys that are super competitive. Now, you know how I told you that on the 4th place is like Hidden Pictures because it's an amazing narration and it's an amazing thriller that I'm just going to be like so memorable for me that I'm going to recommend it with my heart out and put it on a plate for like everyone? Yeah, I lied. There is something better. And on the 3rd place, we are having The Spy Coast by Tess Gerritsen and narrated by the amazing Hilary Huber. Oh my god, like the woman narrates a retired ex-spy from CIA, and basically she just retired in a small town in Maine. She has a chicken coop, she has her crops there that she's growing, she's living the life to the fullest with also her friend of group that are ex-spies. I didn't even know that there is a thriller with espionage. I didn't even know that espionage is a genre at all. And I was like, probably it would be like something like a biography or something, a memoir talking about people that really have been spies, right? But I didn't know it was fiction. And Maggie Bird is just this super overconfident woman who's like super strong. She's not flabbergasted about anything. She's not disgusted by anything. She has seen it all. You cannot really make this woman be afraid, which is so cool, because usually we are just having the classic romantasy or some fiction women that are like not really powerful, they tend to be powerful or something, but no, she came with an asset, with a mission to just help the detective Joe, and this is what she did with or without the help of her friends, while also staying undercover. She had financial job and also multiple jobs, and like without disclosing it. And guess what? There is 2 books. And the 3rd book, which makes it a trilogy, it's coming the next year. I believe in autumn something. Also, if you're curious about a more in-depth review about this, that is also listed on my 5 gripping thriller books video. Now we are going into the 2nd place and the 1st place, and these books are part of my latest obsession. One of the romantasy series that I love so much that they might be close to Lord of the Rings. I know Lord of the Rings is not romantasy, thank god. It's like fantasy, it's like everything that you would want. Like it has a language created, like Tolkien created a whole language. I mean 2 languages because like yeah. Also Elvish. I mean Elvish, the new Elvish, and the Orcish, which is like, oh my god, what? The world building is amazing. The character development is amazing. And I'm telling everyone that I know and everyone that I'm talking to online, and also I'm just going to say it again in this video because for sure I've been saying it for the past, I guess, 15 videos. The fantasies that are written by J.R.R. Tolkien, George R.R. Martin, Joe Abercrombie, Robin Hobb, James Islington, I'm sorry if I'm butchering them, and also John Gwynne, like everything that they're writing, it's such a good high fantasy. And also, yeah, of course, Brandon Sanderson with the Cosmere universe. But like everything is such a really high fantasy. The world building and the character development is unmatched. But when I'm telling you that I found almost half, let's say, or like close to the last quarter, like 3 out of 4 quarters of the world building and character development and the laws and everything, and like everything is so detailed detailed to a T, dotting the I's and crossing the T's. That series, it's a romantasy, sure, but that series is Zodiac Academy by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. And I know I've been talking about it a lot, but like, I think I would not be able to read once I'm finishing with the 8.5 and 8.6 novella in this Christmas vacay, because I think I'm going to be in a reading slump for the first time in my life, and I don't even know how that feels. But the second book in this top is like The Reckoning, which is the third book in the series. And I know, you're going to tell me, no, but the first book is a bully romance. No, the first book is like so boring. No, the twins and the main characters in the first book, they're just so useless. Yeah, I know. It annoyed me too. But when I'm telling you that if you're willing to push through the first book and also the first half of the second, everything is just going to turn 360 times 10, because it's just going to be so addictive, like a good TV show, and not just the petty drama TV reality show. And also I've read it with my boyfriend, and like my boyfriend tells me like almost every time that this series feels like a TV show, and I agreed every goddamn time that he said it. The Reckoning, it's where everything starts for this series. The twins are accepting who they really are instead of mortals, and they're just some lost queens of Solaria, the princesses that need to become queens, and they need to fight everyone for their birthright. On The Reckoning, it starts to build slowly, like really slow, the character development, but it's so worth it, because right now I am almost on the verge of finishing book 9, and when I'm telling you they've come so far that it's just like you're so proud of them, but they're not real, but like you're so proud of them and what they achieved and what they did. And oh my god, I'm just going to stop before I'm just making this video into a Zodiac Academy rant. Their book is just amazing, and in the first place, it's also something from this Zodiac Academy series. My first favorite book was Shadow Princess, which is the fourth book, and the next one from The Reckoning. But that was easily dethroned when I read the seventh book, The Heartless Sky. And I know it has not a good ending. It has like a sad ending, I know. But everything with the word preparations, with like how far the twins have come. I don't really like the last book, because the last book is kind of like coming to a conclusion, and like, you know, it's going to be happy ending, and you know there is something that it needs to be like about them being overpowered and these queens, and like making laws and learning everything, and like, you know, where is it going. But in the seventh book, it was the perfect amount of not dragging the book, like I felt the eighth book was dragged, the perfect suspense, the cliffhanger, which was like not really so awful, just like any other book in this series, because the cliffhangers are just goddamn awful. I don't even know how people resisted to read the book and then just not think about it every second of their life before the Twisted Sisters, the authors, released the next book. I don't know how you're reading it without the next book being like released. And this is what I'm not going to do with Hollow, like the first book in the new Romantasy trilogy. I'm just going to wait, yeah, because the cliffhangers, I know by far that they are so bad. I don't know what they put in these books, but it's everything to me right now. I really don't know what to tell you otherwise to convince to read the book, but the way that everyone comes together and like kind of gathers, and like they're joining forces and allegiances and like making everything for the war, oh my god. In the seventh book, Heartless Sky, it was heartless, but my heart was so full while reading that book. I know it sounds cheesy AF. No, it's just, yeah. Okay, bye. Now I'm just going to finish my book. See you in the next video on Thursdays. Also, I'm posting daily on Instagram, so follow me there too. And I'm just going to finish my book probably today. No, probably not, because I don't have that time. I need to send this to editing and so on. But you know, I'm just going to do my best to finish that book ASAP, then get into the novellas. So goodbye. Now I want to read Zodiac Academy. Bye bye. Happy reading.